About 180 miles up the coast from Folly, a teenager nearly lost his life in a rip current near Wilmington. So if you have a beach vacation planned, officials want to make sure that you know how to handle strong currents just offshore. Here's WCNC Charlotte's Sarah French.
There's people out there in the rip currents. So I quickly grabbed my board and ran towards the rip currents.
That's Timothy Turner. When he's not riding the waves at Holden Beach, he's in the sand, making sure everyone is safe. But last week, things took a turn for the worse when two people got stuck in a rip current about 50 yards out from the shore.
A 17-year-old and probably a 45-year-old out there in the water. And they were done. They were out of energy.
That 17-year-old was Seth Enzor. He says he started to feel the water pull him under, but it wasn't until 5 minutes later that he realized he was stuck in a rip current.
But I was still just swimming, trying to get out. And at one point, I'd gotten fairly close to getting back to where I could touch and where I'd be able to get back to shore. And I got pulled back under, and I'm not really sure if I passed out or something, but I came back up and I was much further out than where I was. It was very scary because I knew I wouldn't be able to get out there alone in any way.
They were just bobbing and weaving. The waves are probably 5 to 6 foot crashing on the shore, so it was very dangerous.
Enzor didn't grow up going to the beach, so he says he didn't know how to get himself out of the rip current. But water rescue officials say anyone going in the water should know what to do in that situation.
Biggest thing that you can do is not panic. If you're not a strong swimmer, if you can just float. A lot of times the rip current will, once it pops you out, you'll be able to either traverse along the shoreline and ease your way back in. If you are having a problem, get a hold of somebody and have them call 911 so you can get the help there.
Enzor says he's thankful that Turner put his life on the line to save his.
That was a very difficult situation. I don't think very many people would have been able to save me. I would just like to express my gratitude and thanks to Mr. Tim again and how lucky I am for him to be out there.
For WCNC Charlotte, I'm Sarah French.